So in animaldiversity.org in collections, /collections/mammal-anatomy/running fast, I learned that plantigrade means the full foot is on the ground, toe to heel, and can carry a lot of weight, like humans, rodents, and bears. Digitigrade is the animal that walks with the toes on the ground and the heel is raised up. It allows for quieter and quicker movements, for example, cats, dogs, and birds. Ungulagrade is where they walk on the tips of one or a few toes which are enclosed in a hoof. So the hoof is like the toes, enclosed for a horse, deer, cow, and I want to share a couple interesting things. So first of all, in Bamidbar Rabba 14, verses 12 to 14, 70 days of goodness Hashem the Holy One gave to Israel, 52 in the solar year of Shabbos, Shavuos, then also Shavuos, 7 days of Pesach, 8 days of Sukkos, Yom Kippur, and Rosh Hashanah. Bamidbar Rabba 14:21 says that there's three characteristics in the hand of Moshe, not in the hand of Bilam. So they were having a standoff, right? The two prophets. So Bilam went to, they were not having a standoff. I shouldn't have said it like that. Bilam went to, Balak hired Bilam the prophet to try to curse the Jews. Moshe, and then it says, well, so then they're comparing Bilam as a prophet to Moses the prophet. So say Moshe would speak with Hashem standing, and Bilam, he would speak to, Hashem would only speak to Bilam only when Bilam was laying down, prostrate. Moshe spoke with Hashem mouth to mouth, and Bilam, it says, it speaks to the one who hears speeches of God, so who gazes upon the vision of the Almighty. It says, speaks the one who hears speech of God, who gazes upon the vision of the Almighty. So it wasn't like God speaking through his mouth. Moshe would speak to the Lord face to face, and with Bilam he only spoke in parables. Three characteristics in the hand of Bilam and not Moshe. One, Moshe did not know who was speaking with him, and Bilam knew he was speaking with him. Two, Moshe didn't know when the Holy One would speak to him, and Bilam did know when the Holy One would speak to him, and who knows the mind of the most elevated. And three, Bilam would speak with him anytime he wanted, fallen and of open eyes. Immediately upon prostrating his face, his eyes would be revealed about what he was asking, and Moshe didn't speak to him anytime he wanted. Sanhedrin, which is from the Talmud, 98b, part 2. 98b, part 2, Rav says the son of David will not come until the evil Roman kingdom were dispersed throughout Eretz Yisrael for 9 months, like a pregnancy. Allah in 3 says, let the Mashiach come, but after my death, so I'll not see him, as I fear the suffering that will precede his coming. Rabbah said, let the Messiah come, but after my death, so I'll not see him. Rav Yosef said, let the Messiah come, and I'll be privileged to sit in the shadow of his donkey's excrement. I'm willing to undergo all the pain and disgrace associated with his arrival. Number 4, Abaya said to Rabbah, what's the reason you're so concerned if we say it's due to the pains preceding, accompanying the coming of Messiah? Mashiach, isn't it taught that Rabbi Eliezer students asked Rabbi Eliezer, what shall a person do to be spared from the pains preceding the coming of the Messiah? Rabbi Eliezer told them that they should engage in Torah study and acts of kindness. Number 8, Rabbi Yochanan said, let the Messiah come, but after my death, so I shall not see him. In number 9, Rabbi Yochanan said, the reason I'm concerned is that it's written with regard to the day of God in Jeremiah 30, verse 6, Yirmiyahu, ask now and see whether a man gives birth. Why then do I see every man with his hands on his loins, and as a woman in labor, and all faces turned green? Number 10, Rabba Bar Yitzchak. I just want to say that's so interesting, because men in this current generation, men are trying to say that men are women and women are men, and men and women can give birth, and faces green. I'm thinking of plastic surgery. While it takes time to heal, it goes through purple, yellow, green, so part of the men becoming women trying, and they're not really becoming, it's just what they want to be. Or they think they want to be. Anyway, number 10, Rava Bar Yitzchak says that Rav says, Kol Gever, every man, is a reference to he whom all strength is his. It's as though even God will suffer like a woman in labor due to the troubles of the Jewish people. Rabbi Yochanan says the faces turn green refers to the heavenly entourage above it. Angels, the earthly entourage below, which is the Jewish people who suffer all the times when at the time the Holy One blessed be says, These, the Jewish people, are my handiwork. Those, the Gentiles, are my handiwork. How shall I destroy those on account of these? It appears the Holy One does not distinguish between Jewish people and Gentiles, and that's why Rabbi Yochanan was concerned with the coming of Messiah. And we could say, now actually it's true with Israel and Gaza. There's people who are saying that Israel people were murdered by people we should free, so that there could be a ceasefire, so the hostages who were stolen could be freed, so that people would stop being killed for electing people that want to kill Jews in Gaza. Anyway, number 12, Rabbi Hillel says there's no Mashiach coming for the Jewish people as they already from him, as all the prophecies relating to Messiah were already fulfilled during the days of Hezekiah. Number 13, Rav says the world was created for the sake of David by virtue of his merit. Shmuel says Moses. Rabbi Yochanan says Messiah. And number 14, Rabbi Shela says Messiah's name Shiloh. Rabbi Yanai says Yanon. Rabbi Chanina says Chanina. Some say Menachem ben Chizkiah. The rabbis say that the leper of the house of Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi in Isaiah, as referred to, the rabbis say that Messiah is the leper in the house of Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi, and they use the source Isaiah 53:4. Indeed, our illnesses he did. He did beer. I think it's beer, and our pains he endured. Yet we did esteem him injured, stricken by God, and afflicted. Number 15, Rabbi Nachman says, if the Messiah is living in his generation, he'll be like him, already as having dominion over the Jewish people, the Redeemer already in power. While Rav said, if Messiah is living in their generation, he's a person such as saintly Rabbi Yehuda Nasi, known for his sanctity, piety, Torah knowledge. And if he's of the dead, he's a person such as Daniel, the beloved man. Number 16, Rabbi Yehuda said that Rav said, the Holy One blessed be is destined to establish another David as Messiah for the Jews, like in Jeremiah, yirmiyahu, chapter 30, verse 9, it says, and they shall serve their Lord, the Lord their God, and David their king, whom I will establish for them. Rav Papa said to Abaya, but didn't Yecheskel say 37:25, and my servant David shall be their prince forever? And Abaya said, they'll rule in tandem like emperor and viceroy, and the Messiah will be king, and David will be second in command. Number 17, Rabbi Simlai taught, what's the meaning of Amos 5:18? Woe to you who desire the day of the Lord. Why would you have this day of the Lord? It's darkness and not light. That like a rooster and bat looking forward to the day, and the rooster tells the bat, I look forward to the day, to the light, as light is on indication of my time to be active. But as for you, why do you need light? Nighttime for you is like daytime for me. And the last thing we'll learn today is from Sanhedrin 99a. There's various opinions that state how long the Messianic era will be. How the Messianic era will be. 400 years, 365 years, 40 years, 3 generations, 70 years, 7,000 years when all is shrouded in darkness, matching the duration of the period from the day of the world was created, same as the days of Noah till the days of Messiah come, matched from then on. And we'll stop here, and I wish you a good one, and the next video will be for Tuesday. Okay, bye.